So my mama like, what was that noise? She said it out loud. So I'm like, oh my God, I started panicking. So Mark like, oh man, mom finna get up. I'm like, shh, 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 shh. So Yo-Yo like, oh my God. So Yo-Yo shoot straight back up under the bed. Like, no hesitation. Phew, right up under the bed. So I'm looking right out the window. I'm like, you okay? She like, my bag, my bag. I'm like, get up, get up, get up, get up. I'm like, my mama coming, my mama coming. She like, oh, I'm like, come on, get up. So she gets up and she get the clamming on the gate. So I hear my mama. Now she came outside her room. So she like, what was that noise? Now here's the deal. My mom and Caleb's room, they side by side. My room is a little bit farther down and Mark's room is on the first floor. So she know that it came from the upper area. So she like, what was that noise? So I'm like, hurry up, hurry up. She like, I'm scared. So she kind of get up there to the top. So now my mama is fiddling with the door. You hear, why you keep locking this door, Kat? Matter of fact, at nights, don't lock this door no more. Why I can't get in your room? I should be able to get in your room. Unlock this door now. So I'm like, oh, Mark like, hey, what I'm going to do? So I'm like, we finna open the door. He like, no, I don't want to get caught. I'm like, what you gonna do, Mark? Mark like, I'm finna go out the, I'm like, you're not going out the window. Mark shoots up under the bed with Yo-Yo. Leave me hanging again. Shoots up on, like, come on, bro. Like, let's at least take the fall together. So as I'm trying to get ready to let down the window, because Caleb like, I gotta open the door for mom. My mama say, Caleb, if you don't open this door, I'm finna kick it down. So the girl, Mark friend, when she made it over, all you hear is pack up, I mean a big thump. And I was like, dang, like that's 2 falls in the first 5 minutes. Like I know your back and your neck and your arm, something hurting. And that's a pretty high fall you feel. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that gate is pretty high. So that other side wasn't happy to greet you because that smack, you can hear the smack from where we was at. So I let down the window. Kayla opened up the door. My mama say, what y'all doing? I'm like, we was playing. I'm like, we was in here playing with his toy Nerf guns. And I'm like, in wrestling. She say, I told y'all to go to bed. Why you in Caleb's room playing with him? Don't come in Caleb's room no more in case I tell you to. I told you to get ready for school and I told y'all to go to sleep. And Caleb, you finna experience a butt whooping because you don't like to get up in the morning. You want to sit up there and say you're tired, you sleeping, don't cut on no games. I don't want to hear no games. I don't want to hear you laughing. Don't look at Adult Swim. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear no PC. I want to hear you sleeping. Don't lock no door. Rody Doty, get out his room now. Because if I catch you in my son room again, me and you finna have it out. Because y'all up in here playing, when y'all start playing wrestling and y'all supposed to go to bed, wait, am I talking in another language? Y'all just don't get it, do you? So now she yelling. So I'm like, I'm sorry, Mom. She said, bye, Rody Doty. I go in my room, but I got my door kind of cracked. So she said, Caleb, so since you don't like to listen, I'm going to cut this TV off. So you hear Caleb like, but Mom, no, Mom, I can't sleep without the TV. She said, well, you can thank Rody Doty for that, okay? Boop, she cut the TV off. And then so she like, I'm finna shut the door. So he started crying like, you hear him crying like, you hear dumping, thumping. So 9 out of 10, that's him bumping his head on the wall being dramatic. So my mama said, yeah, you do that by yourself. Enjoy yourself. So she shut the door. She saying, don't lock my door because I'm going to come in and I'm going to check on you again. And if the door is locked, I'm going to drag you out the bed. So I'm like, oh, she big man. She popping. So my mom goes in her room. Now I'm in my room. I'm on the edge of the bed like, oh my God, like, why can I get this girl out this house? Like, I'm over there freaking out, okay? Because time is progressing. It's getting later and later. So as I'm sitting on the edge of the bed, I kind of like flop back like, like, okay. And I don't know why, but I doze off. And I don't know how, but I doze off. And all I wake up to is knocking at my door like fast and rapidly. So I'm like, soon as I heard it, I got up out of panicness. Like, oh my God. Like, first off, I knew I did not supposed to be asleep. So I opened up the door. Mark like, what happened? I'm like, I was waiting on Mom to go to sleep. He like, you was in here sleep when you. I'm like, I went in here sleep. He like, look, you ready to get Yo-Yo out? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, but if Mom catch me in Kayla's room, I'm in trouble. And so he like, well, you need to be trying to get out. I'm finna go to sleep. I'm like, no, you not. He like, the girl I brung in, she had, I'm like, but I helped you. You gonna help me like I helped you. I'm like, oh, you gonna do me like that? And I told her I ain't know where the bag was at. I had your back. I'm like, even when the dude ran up on you, I had your back. I'm like, so you ain't gonna have my back. He like, so what you want me to do? I'm like, help me get her out of the house. He like, all right. I'm like, look, I don't want to get caught going to Caleb's room. I'm like, can you at least go get her for me? He like, and walk up past mom's room. I'm like, yeah, but mom sleep. He like, what if mom pop and wake up? I'm like, she won't. I'm like, you want me to look out? He like, if you could look out, you could go. I'm like, Marky, go in Caleb's room and tell her to come to the room. He like, all right, we get caught, it's gonna be on you. I'm like, nah, it's gonna be on us. He like, all right, yeah, whatever you say. So he walks out my room. I got my room door open. So I'm kind of like peeking out. I'm peeking down, making sure my nana ain't coming. So boom, he comes straight with Yo-Yo, and Yo-Yo, she like, ooh, she like, that floor got my body here. And she like, I need to get out of here. So Mark like, you want to climb out the window? She like, I don't care. I just need to go. So I'm like, man, if you climb out the window, I think the sensor light on my mom's side gonna pop, you know what I'm saying, pop on. And then the sensor light by the living room is gonna pop on too, because she gonna have to come on that side way. So all the lights gonna pop on. And so, you know what I'm saying? She's like, that don't mean it's a person. It could be an animal walking past or anything. It could be anything to trigger it off. I'm like, yeah, that's true. So Mark like, so what we gonna do? I'm like, I'll figure it out. I'm like, Mark, you can go to your room. He like, you sure? I'm like, yeah. So we secret handshake. He like, hey, let me know if you need me now. He go to his room. So she like, so this is what I gotta do if I want to spend time with you. I'm like, no. I'm like, I just didn't know my mama was going to come back. She like, so wait, you can't have company? Like, why your mama that strict and that mean? I'm like, it's a long story. I'm like, I'm going to tell you about it, right? So I kind of sat on the bed. I'm like, hey, I'm like, if you want to, you can have the bed and I can sleep on the floor. She like, no, I want to go. I'm like, all right, just give it some time. Let me figure it out. So I'm laying down on the bed, right? We're giving it some time. I'm laying down on the bed. And I feel somebody like kind of rubbing on me. So I kind of look, I'm like, what are you doing? She like, if I'm going to be locked up in a room with you, at least we can have some fun. I'm like, first off, ew, my mom is in there, right? So I say, my mom in there. She like, she ain't going to hear us. First off, yes, she is, because I'm loud. I'm like, I don't care. I'm like, she will hear us. I'm like, nah, I ain't going to feel comfortable doing it with my mom. Like, what? Why my mom? Girl, with your morals, I'm like, nah, I ain't finna, I would never, no. So she got upset, right? Because I basically shut her down. So she like, all right, I'm just finna go ahead and get ready to go out the window. So I'm like, you sure? Now, we had the windows that you could pull up and then press the two buttons on the side and pull the actual window out. So we had that type of window, or you can flip it up. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was a cool window. So she like, I'm like, look, you got to be careful, because the gate, for her order, if she wanted to hold on to that gate was in the middle. It was not close. I think it was the next door neighbor's gate, though. But it wasn't close to my room window that she can be on the ledge and still hop on the gate and kind of climb her way down. So she was like, I'm good, but you got to still remember, Yo-Yo is tall. So I was like, I'll help you. She like, no. I saw what you did with the other girl. You dropped her. I'm like, I didn't drop. First off, I did not drop her. Okay. I thought she had completely good balance. I told her to put her feet. All she had to do is listen to the instructions. She did it. I thought she had it. I let her go. She failed. She wasn't secure. But I didn't try to make her fall, right? So she said, I got it myself. So she did it. Boom, perfect success. All the sister lights did come on, though. But my mom, my dad, nobody came to my room and that. So when I let the window down, I flopped down. I said, I would never do that again. And I went to sleep, right? I kid you not. I only had my eyes closed. It felt like for just a few seconds. I get up to boom, boom, boom. Then my door, boom, boom, boom. She's stomping. My